Heyo,
Hello,
how's it
hello, hello.
going? It's good to see you again. It's been 2 weeks since our last show.
Yes, yes, yes.
American holidays always getting in the way, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about? Sorry. こっちが How about
Crosstalk.
Thanksgiving Day?
It was good. It was good. I
Good.
had one Thanksgiving with my family, and
Uh-huh.
then in the United States, many people do instead of Thanksgiving, they do Friendsgiving. So that means that instead of with the family, you have another meal with only friends. So maybe if you live in a city with no family, like the family
Yeah.
lives far away, or you can't travel, or you just being with family, some people that is stressful. So they just want to have Thanksgiving with their friends.
Friends.
So
I see.
after normal Thanksgiving, I went to my friend's house and had Friendsgiving, and they are all many of them are vegans. So I had many vegan foods late in the day. Yeah,
There is
but
no chicken
yeah,
or
no
turkey.
meat and no dairy or eggs. So I was surprised because maybe traditional American food is. Have you ever had macaroni and cheese? It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
noodles and butter and cheese. So 2 ingredients out of 3 ingredients are not vegan. So I was confused because I had vegan mac and cheese and it tasted better than normal mac and cheese. So I don't understand how that is possible, but I think vegan technology,
Interesting.
food technology by vegans is getting very good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Can you
So
drink some alcohol, beer or something, right?
I think so. I think it depends on I think yeast is not considered animal, so you can have beer.
Okay, okay. ビール
Wagyu,
ダメだね。
welcome to the stream. The other thing I found was
Hot.
I went to a sort of like hard off type store in Oakland, which is near me, and I found.
Wow, 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 wow.
So this is a very kind of old camera, maybe 8 years old. This is flipped,
あ
but it is the Canon Rebel T2i. That's what it's called in the United States, but everywhere else they call it the Canon 50. What do they call it? 550D. So this was maybe the first consumer DSLR that could shoot in 1080p. So
80 years.
8 years. 8 years old.
80 years. びっくりした。
Yeah, not 80
80
years.
years.
We haven't had high def video for 80 years. But what's funny is this camera is pretty old, so it does not it's not common to use this camera as a webcam, but I found software. So there's two softwares. There's Canon software, and you can plug in by USB. And yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going? What's Quantize? Oh, hey, how's it going? Welcome back. We will note that in my brain. We will note your name change. But
he changed the name.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is like so I found software where you can. So what was I saying? Okay, so there's Canon software. This model is maybe one generation too old for Canon webcam software. So I was like, no, can't use it. But somebody made extra software for older cameras, ancient cameras, you might say. Let me see if I can bring that up really quick. Here we go.
Okay.
So this software, if you have one of these older DSLRs, this Canon webcam tool for Canon cameras, the company's called Tech Unique. It's hard to say. But yeah, come check it out if you are looking for a DSLR. I'll put the link in the description. But if you have an older camera, this is the right company for you. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat. 1 second. I will put it in the chat. Boom. So if you have an older DSLR and you want a really nice webcam, this is the software to use, and they have it for many different cameras. So if you have like GoPro or many old cameras, that's a way to because you have full camera quality, like with a real lens. This camera costs in the United States around $200. But now maybe webcams in the United States are very expensive because demand is high. So maybe this is cheaper than USB webcam. So the quality is a little lower than 1080p because its USB connection is old, very old USB. So the quality is a little lower than 1080p, but this way you don't have to do capture card. You don't have to do HDMI cable and all that stuff. So just want to throw that out. And so my goal now is to use this camera for my face. And then I have a Panasonic GH5. I'll use that for top down. So maybe in the next episode, if we want to explain something, I could switch between face camera and top down camera. Because otherwise I can't keep the camera during the show. So that way I can demonstrate things and we can show different features. Maybe some sound design tips. Haha.
Yes, that's right. But just now you need to make some preset sound for bass and beats.
Yes, that's true. But before we talk about that, should we run the intro?
Okay. Today I'm operating
solo. The solo one-man production.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay, so let's go intro. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
It's time for LOWKEYS.
Hi.
Hello. Back in the virtual studio.
Yes. Okay.
I know my head looks huge. Maybe I should back up an inch. Well, there we go. I'm still too large. Wagyu, you were saying that's really interesting. So
sorry.
He was saying that there's a Raspberry Pi has a new camera module, and you can attach like SLR lenses to it, and it has a large sensor. Interesting. Do very large exposures. Oh, do like night capture photos. Interesting. I see. Detroit Microsound, he is echoing many comments on the Facebook page. People are asking about maybe some different changes to the pattern change system.
Yes.
Like switching at different speeds or maybe looping the same like selecting the same pattern many times. So it's interesting. I've added them to the feature request list. So the engineers will consider those changes, and I appreciate everybody submitting those.
Yes.
But yeah, we were
last time firmware have a new function for pattern changing, synchronized pattern change via MIDI. So
yeah,
but quickest possible. That mean you don't want to wait for end of pattern.
yeah.
Right? I see. I understand.
Yeah. So, like, you know how on the Liven 8-bit warps with the looper, there is a quantized setting. So essentially, the same thing for the pattern system is to be able to set the quantize to whatever size, so you can switch instantly.
Okay, I understand. Femi-san, thanks for watching. デトロイトマイクロサウンドさんも thanks for watching.
But I think what we wanted to discuss is we're coming up on the new Liven Bass and Beats, and now everyone is together working on sound design.
Okay. Please explain about the current status of Bass and Beats.
Okay. Yeah, so right now, including Dr. Endo, we have whoa, let me switch to a different tab. So right now we have 6 people all working, including Dr. Endo here, working on the new sounds for the Liven Bass and Beats. And the core engine of the Liven Bass and Beats is a wavetable engine. So it's really important that we really design wavetables that we're kind of making 2 types of wavetables. One that has a lot of variety, a lot of different types of waveforms. And then we're making wavetables that are kind of one sound and really smoothly blended through it. And that's a way that we can capture different types of sounds. So sounds that are more like FM presets, or sounds that kind of have a vocal quality, or more kind of sound like a sample. So we're kind of right now, all 6 of the sound designers are coming up with 4 wavetables.
Yeah.
And so the plan is to take those 4 wavetables from each sound designer and then sort of combine that pool together of all those wavetables so that we can start working on the bass patches. So if you remember, the Liven Bass and Beats is the core engine is 2 oscillators, 2 bass oscillators, and then a noise oscillator. So those two bass oscillators are going to be the wavetables. So those ones we need to kind of really dial that in and have a variety of sounds so that all the users can make whatever genre they want, or they can make something that nobody's heard before. So yeah, I think combined with all those wavetables, plus being able to combine those, plus distortion, plus envelopes and LFOs and those assign parameter knobs, I think we're going to have really a huge variety of bass sounds, and not only bass sounds. So somebody was asking in the comments, like, is this only for bass? Not necessarily, right? So you could take any of these wavetables and like pitch up the instrument, like change the octave to something higher. So if you wanted to do like a mono lead type sound, that's totally going to be possible. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of variety in this instrument, and I'm really excited. ChrisLody and I and Eliana, Eliana D'Angelo, who you may have seen from, she's done some different tutorials on like 80s style music. but she's done house, she's done drum and bass. So let me find her channel really quick. She just joined the sound design team, and I will show her channel. D'Angelo. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Really quick, I'll share her channel. Share screen, share. Chrome tab. Boom. Boom. All right. So yeah, this is one of our new sound designers, and she has really, really clean mixes and really just high quality music. So if you're kind of curious about what the 80s and the drum and bass and the house kind of sounds and presets are going to sound like, definitely check out her channel. Let me see if I can jump into, I think she did one on 80s drums that might be kind of relevant here. Haha, here we go. Up, ads, YouTube ads, the worst. Don't buy MIDI chord packs. Believe me, they're not worth the money. So let's just jump into a little bit of her video, because I think it kind of shows her thoughts about like programming drums and kind of what you would sort of expect. So let's just jump into this for a second. I will. Theater mode.
And welcome. In this video, we're going to learn how to make drums that sound like they're from the 80s. And the concepts we are going to cover are understanding the type of samples you want to select. The next thing we're going to cover is understanding what to look for in a good sample. And the last thing is some basic mixing techniques that'll help you understand exactly how 80s music functions in relation, especially to the more modern reincarnation of what it is. So this will apply to pretty much any genre that is going to be 80s influenced. So whether or not you're creating something like synthwave or maybe something more funky like I prefer to make, all these core concepts will carry over into anything related to 80s music.
Oh,
now I actually recorded on how I made this, but Open Broadcaster decided that it didn't want to work properly, and the entire tutorial.
So let me jump through and see.
Okay, Evan,
work back.
Yeah,
your desktop sound is echoing.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me see if this will fix it. Hopefully. Let's see. Maybe I should just back away from the microphone.
Regardless, it'll make perfect sense.
Maybe that'll be better.
So first, let's just play an example of what I created in a good 30 minutes. And then I just added these instruments in really quickly, just to kind of have an idea of what it might sound like if you had music in the background besides just drums. So as you can hear, especially when you add...
So anyway, that kind of gives you a preview of what her style is. And yeah, so I'm very excited to see what she comes up with for the Liven bass and beats. And yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So that's kind of a window into the progress of that instrument and what we're working on. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much what we're working on. The plan for now is like wavetables first. And then after wavetables, we will move on to doing the bass presets. And then once we decide the bass presets, then we'll start kind of selecting drums and doing drum kits and coming up with the full patterns, which are a combination of the drums and the bass line. And then, yeah, so
there is many phases.
Yeah, there's many phases and reviewing and making sure that everything is, up to snuff and sounds good for everyone. And because the truth is, many people will never use the overlays. They'll never want to edit the bass sound, the preset sounds, or edit the drum sounds. like even now, right? Many YouTubers, they do videos and it's a preset sounds only, right?
Yes.
They want to see if they can make a good song or, these are classic patches, So it's really important that we provide a palette for users to just dive right in and start making music. And then also the system for the people who really want to dig in and make their own sounds to do that too. So yeah,
currently my target is 128 preset pattern and preset patch, bass patch, 128 bass patch and drum kit also. So, but if you want to edit, you can do that, of course.
Yep. So this one will have 2 editing overlays, right? One overlay for drums and one overlay for bass.
Yes.
Okay.
So editing bass sound is very, very fun, interesting. So if you have time, please try that. Editing bass is very interesting.
Yeah, definitely dive in, and that goes for the XFM too. Like I know FM can seem sort of scary, right? Because a traditional FM requires many operators and algorithms and sorting, and so it can feel kind of like that's too much math. But if you're interested in FM and you want to explore that, ChrisLody did really good tutorials for the XFM. So if you want to kind of explore that and get your feet wet in FM synthesis in a new and less difficult way, yeah. So
yes, XFM has a very unique X-Lab engine. You can choose only 2 patches, FM patches, and you can mix and you can add. You can select some flavor. 7 flavor. So
yeah, that was very surprising
making.
for me. Yeah, the color system. So for those of you who haven't used the XFM, so you can take one FM algorithm, like one FM sound and another FM sound, and then you can blend between the two. And by different, there's a like XLab and XLFO, and there's another one. I forget what the third one is. It's XLab, XLFO, and
library.
Let me grab one.
Library and attack.
Yeah, attack. That's the other way. Yeah. So but that morphing between one patch and another, there's an option for color. So that changes sort of how the curves of how it morphs the value from one to another, and really changes the flavor of it. So even just morphing between 2 sounds and just changing the color, changing the way that it's morphing, provides a ton of flavor without even getting into the FM overlay. You can really kind of morph in really interesting ways. And don't forget, when you're halfway morphed, let's say you're at 75%, and that sounds awesome, you can use the wave capture to then save that as its own FM sound that you can recall, and so the cycle continues. I think wave capture is really cool. So if you haven't used that that function, definitely do it. Yeah, that pretty much covers everything in terms of where we are in sound design land.
Yeah. In this week, we received ChrisLody's new preset. So, can you share his demos?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me share my screen here. Share screen. Chrome tab. Sonicware. Yep. Here we go. We'll share this. And I'll full screen it. And I'll move my headphones away from the mic so we don't get echo this time. Okay.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. We also received four patches from ChrisLody yesterday.
Awesome.
In this, I already hear that patches. That is very nice. So, maybe we will introduce more preset sound for future LOWKEYS.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely want to showcase more sounds and yeah, keep you all updated. This time we have this show. In the past, it was a mystery, but now you can kind of see how things develop and where we're going. And yeah, and of course, as usual, check out ChrisLody's channel. It's full of really awesome tutorials about Sonicware products, but also like all kinds of interesting retro gear that you could pair with our stuff or explore on your own. And a lot of it's really affordable. PSS is really old 4-operator Yamaha FM synthesis. So that's where he learned FM so that he could do these tutorials a long time ago. But it's part of the foundation of learning and getting to where he is now. So definitely check out his channel. Yeah, I think. And then there was another video that you wanted to show, right?
Yes.
An
This time,
XFM video.
oh, yes. Please
Let me
share
just pull that
that.
up really quick. Okay, we're gonna Chrome tab. Here we go. Let's do it.
Okay.
And full screen.
feels so lovely.
Yeah.
いいね。
Yeah, I really
Nice.
like it.
I love it.
Yeah, so Tim Kreutzkamp, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, I really like his stuff, and I think this is it says a little composition from Final Fantasy VIII. So I think that's what this is from. But I have a question. This might seem like a random question, Endo, but I see this character in many Japanese games. This cactus. He's in Final Fantasy, and then also in Digimon. There is a cactus character, and also Pokemon also has cactus.
Also have it? Oh, really?
I was just curious. No other games from other countries have cactus character, but for some reason, many Japanese games. So I was curious.
確かに。
anything? What is the origin of Japanese cactus character?
サボテンね。カクティス。サボテン I'm not sure why, but yeah, you are correct. Sometimes I also see that characters. なんでだろう。cactus.
Yeah, we both need to do research on where
yes.
where does that character come from? But anyway, I'm distracted. Definitely check out Tim's music and blow him up. Let's double his subscriber count. He's at 7. There's one right there. So definitely check out his channel. Here, I'll throw it. I'll even throw it in the chat for everybody to check out.
That 8-bit Wubs video also good.
Oh yeah,
you can play best of 2021.
This one here. Yeah,
that sound is. Okay, please. That sound is also really nice. Can you zapping? Okay. いいね。
Yeah, so definitely check out that video and his channel. I think hopefully I threw it in the chat correctly. Let's see. Did it go in? I'll throw it in one more time. Boink. Definitely check out his channel and close that up. Do we have an Inside Sonicware episode for this week?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Wait a moment.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
Let's go. いや、結構いいカメラだと思うんですよね。お昼の陽気と満腹感で眠たくなりやすい時間帯にだって Japanese YouTuber, gadget YouTuber channel.
He said camera, so I thought, is he talking to me? Did he say like that's a nice camera or something? I was like, oh, this is weird. What's going on? Too futuristic. So, by the way, where are we going?
Yeah, we will pick up new chair.
New chair.
New chair for like meeting room.
Okay.
Meeting room, and that furniture store is near here.
Okay.
Maybe only 1 or 2 minutes. Some American people will interest about keshiki.
Yeah, sure.
Japanese keshiki.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I think so. But probably Kyoto or something?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I think so. Kyoto is more good for introducing Japan.
Well, yeah, Tokyo, you can't see the sky.
Yes, that's right.
So many buildings.
Gray color.
Yeah.
It's very wide in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Los Angeles sky is very wide, but Tokyo sky is small.
Right. It's a small sky.
So sometimes I miss countryside.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But we need more stuff for drinking
Yes,
chair.
more staff. That's right.
Because I have strained back.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Okay. 作業ちょっと下まで来たからちょっともう腰がその積み込みで腰が死んだ。
we bought a new chair. For meeting.
Excellent. The back is very important.
Yes, sometimes sometimes I なんていうの my shoulder じゃないな。ぎっくり腰 How do I say ぎっくり腰
Maybe like a spasm?
Strained back.
Yes.
Strained.
Maybe we call that in America, if you don't sit up straight, the word is called slumping.
Slumping.
Yeah, and sometimes slumping feels more comfortable, but if you slump for a long time, looking at the computer, maybe during the pandemic, only looked at the computer for maybe 2 years, just slumping, that causes a bad back, no exercise.
Yes.
So having a good chair is very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I think that, is there any other announcements that we want to make regarding Sonicware business, or I think we're pretty much covered everything we wanted to cover.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. And for all the questions and comments. And we're very excited to bring the next Liven model to you all, and keep working away and bring in all these interesting wavetables to the next synth. So keep a lookout for more. We're going to do more demos of the sound engine and demos of the drums part of it. And so, yeah, thanks everybody. And thanks for joining us, Lauren and Pentalogus Music. Welcome back. And Josh Z. And yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. All the people that joined us from the beginning as well. We're very happy to have you. So if you're interested in catching the next show, it will be next Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. kind of moved it up a little bit because time zone changes. And then every Friday from 11 a.m. to noon if you're in Japan, or close to that time if you're in Australia. So yeah, once again, thanks everybody for joining, and we will see you next week.
Sweet.